too.
Can any one of you share the slides? Okay. Can you share your assignment?
I wrote them, but I did not type them.
Okay, it's okay. So I'm going to. Okay, let's do it together, and at the same time try to check your answers. Okay. So let's start with the first one. If you accept it, call me. Okay. So I will try to do it here. So if you accept it, call me. Okay, if you accept it, call me. So this is a sentence, right?
Yes, Professor.
Yeah.
So we should start with. This is a sentence, so we should start with
TP.
With TP, okay? So this is a TP. So what is the rule of the TP?
The TP has either a noun phrase and verb phrase, or a CP and a VP.
Yeah, so in this case, the subject is, what is the subject? The subject is
CP.
TP. CP, if you accept it. So the subject is
If you accept it.
CP.
CP,
Okay, yeah. Okay, so what do we have in the CP?
If you accept it,
We have
if you accept it.
What is the rule of CP?
We have a C and E.
Complementizer
and
TP.
Okay, so the complementizer here we have if.
Yes.
And what is the rule of the TP?
The NP and the VP.
NP, VP.
Okay, NP, VP. So what do we have in the noun? We have you.
You.
And in the VP,
accept.
we have
the verb accept and the NP it.
Accept, and here we have
NP
Noun phrase.
It. You should always start with the noun phrase, not with the noun. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we move to the subject. Okay, we move to the subject. So what do we have in the subject?
We have the verb call.
The verb call.
A noun phrase.
The noun.
And the noun phrase.
Noun.
Which is pronouns.
So check your answers. Is it the same way how you drank the tree?
Yes, Professor.
Yes, Professor.
Okay, let's move to the second one, which is I will travel tomorrow. Okay, I will travel tomorrow. So
we have
TP. 1 minute. What is the cursor? I'm using a certain machine which I still don't master. Okay, I will travel tomorrow. Okay, so again we have a sentence. So
a TP.
We start with
phrase, verb phrase.
TP with the optional
auxiliary.
tape.
Yeah. So here we have the subject is the NP.
And auxiliary tense.
We have noun
Will.
I.
Tense.
And we have tense. Yeah, because we have the auxiliary will.
Will, yes.
Yeah.
And then we have in the
verb
verb
travel.
Travel.
Verb
And
adverb tomorrow.
One by one, please.
Verb phrase.
Verb, yes.
Professor, we can
phrase.
everybody can catch anything.
Adverb.
Sorry. So please.
Everybody can catch anything. Everybody's speaking. I don't know who answered.
Okay, so please, only one at a time. Raise your hands, okay? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. So, if I ask a question, raise your hands, okay? So here we have the adverb phrase, not the adverb. Remember, you can never have two lexical categories, okay? Please mute your mics. So again here, so we have the adverb phrase, then we have the adverb, okay, which is tomorrow. So who branched this tree in this way? Okay, Khadija, just raise your hands and I know who did it, okay? Okay, yes, so that's fine. So many people, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Me.
Okay, good. Okay, now let's move to
Please, here, can you please turn off
Yes, here, please.
Yes, yes. Sorry.
yeah, please, what is the following sentence? That's
that man stole my money is unbelievable.
If you accept it,
okay, one by one. Yeah, just one. Okay. So that man, what else?
Stole my money.
Stole your money.
Stole your money.
Is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Okay, unbelievable. Okay, right. Right. So again, this is a sentence. So we start with TP. Okay, TP. Right. Now, please raise your hands. So, what do we have in the subject? What do we have in the subject? Karima?
CP. We have CP and VP.
Please raise your hand.
CP.
We have CP. Okay, because we have that man stole your money. This is the subject. Okay, so this is the subject. That man stole your money. Okay, this is the subject. So we have TP. Here we have the rule of CP is complementizer and TP. So the complementizer, we have that. Okay, and that. Okay, the difference between the first that and the second that. The first that is a complementizer, and the second that is determinant. Okay, so the rule again of
Yes.
TP, the rule of the TP is NP, VP. Okay, so the NP is okay. The NP, the rule of the NP, we have determiner. That we have the noun man.
Man.
Okay, in the VP we have the verb stole. Then we have the NP, your money, determiner your, and we have the noun money. Okay, and then we move to the VP. Okay, to the VP here. Okay, so we have the verb is, and we have the adjective phrase. Unbelievable is an adjective phrase. Adjective, okay? Unbelievable. So, who branched this tree in this way?
Me,
Professor?
Me, professor.
Me, professor.
Raise your hands. Just raise your hands to see how many people. Okay. That's great. That's great. That's great. Okay. That's great. Okay. Good.
Professor, can I ask a
Yes.
question?
Yes. Yes.
As we know, the rule of VP, it doesn't
Mhm.
contain an adjective phrase because adjective phrase doesn't modify a verb.
Mhm.
So I'm a bit confusing about why we write adjective phrase under the VP.
Here we have verb to be. Okay. When we have verb to be, so we have an adjective phrase.
It modifies the noun.
It modifies the subject.
Yeah.
Okay. It modifies. This is a subject complement. Okay. That money stole your. That man stole your money is unbelievable.
So we have to
Of
revise
course, we are
the
going
rule
to
of VP.
the rule of the VP.
Yes.
Yes, I agree with you. In the case of verb to be, we have an adjective phrase completing the meaning
Of
of
the
the
noun.
verb to be. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
So verb to be takes the adjective phrase as its complement.
Thank you.
That's an interesting remark. Yeah. Okay. So we move on to the following sentence, which is he said that he took the book that was stolen. Okay. So he said that he took the book that was stolen. So please, let's do it step by step, okay? Together. If you want to answer, raise your hands, okay? Right. So this is a sentence. We should start with TP. Okay, Iman. So what do we have in the subject here? Iman bil khairat. Or don't raise your hand if you don't have any answer. Okay, raise your hands, please. Hasna, Aminay, would you please help us branch this sentence? Shima,
Professor?
when you finish, when you click again on the hand to remove it, because I can still see that maybe you want to say something, because I can see that you are raising the hand. Okay, who wants to speak?
Professor.
Somebody,
Can I, sir?
a male student, okay?
Professor, me.
Professor?
Me.
Okay, go ahead. Huh? Yes? So
Here we
what
have
do we have
the
here?
noun P and V. We have noun P and VP. Noun P
We have, don't
takes.
say now, don't say noun P, in P. In
Yes,
P.
sorry. Yeah,
So,
in
so what
P,
do we have in the in P?
which
Uh-huh.
we have noun, which is he,
Uh-huh. Noun and
which is he,
mm-hmm.
and we have we have VP.
VP. What do we have
Yeah,
in the VP?
we
Yes.
have a verb and complementizer phrase.
Okay, we have the verb said, and we have
And
complementizer
complementizer
phrase.
phrase.
What do we
Yeah,
have in the
and that
complementizer phrase?
we have under it
Uh-huh.
C, which is that,
Uh-huh.
and we have
And
TP.
okay,
We have
somebody
TP.
else now. Okay, that's fine. Somebody else.
Professor.
Somebody else. Who is speaking? Uh-huh. Hajar, maybe. Hajar Safi?
Yes, sir.
Continue.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
So we have CP. We have complementizer that.
So here we have TP. We stopped at TP.
Yes.
Continue.
Okay. We have TP. We have an NP.
Mm-hmm.
Which is noun he.
Okay. Noun he. Uh-huh.
And VP.
Okay. The VP. Do we have in the VP?
The verb took.
Uh-huh.
And NP.
And NP.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What do we have in the NP?
Determiner the.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
noun book.
Okay. Noun book. Uh-huh. What else?
Sir, we have another subject in the VP, which is another CP.
So we have that was stolen.
Yes, that was stolen. Which is
Professor.
CP.
Somebody else? Karima?
Professor.
Okay. After MP, we have that was stolen. Describe the book. So we branch after D and N CP. CP, we have C that and TP,
Okay.
which
Okay.
is
So
T
we branch it from here, from
from
the NP.
CP, from the NP after book. Yeah,
Yes.
from the NP.
Because that
Yeah.
was stolen refers
We
to
have
book.
CP. Yeah.
Okay. It refers
Yeah.
to book. So we have
Book.
to
Yeah.
branch it from book, from the NP.
Book. Yeah.
Okay. So what do we
Yeah.
have in the CP? Yeah. We have
CP. C.
complementizer.
We have
Yeah.
that C that and TP. Another
Mm-hmm.
TP.
Mm-hmm. So within the TP,
We have T was auxiliary was. We have T auxiliary.
uh-huh,
Um,
uh-huh.
and the V.
Let's
And
say we
V.
have
So,
we have
T.
T and we have VP. So
T.
here we don't have an NP. Okay,
VP.
we don't have an NP. Okay, we
Yes.
don't have an NP here.
We have
So
VP and V.
auxiliary,
So,
you may write was or be or plus past. Okay, we'll see this plus past. Or write just was for the time being, write was. Or you can write plus past and here you write, okay, was the verb, okay, was stolen. Okay, so for the moment, forget about the passive voice, present perfects, and negation because we'll devote one session for them within X-bar theory. Okay, forget about the passive voice and the present perfects and past perfects and negative sentences. We'll talk about them within X-bar theory. We will branch them in a better way instead of this one. So when you have the past,
Teacher, I have a question, please.
this is optional. Let me say one thing, okay? Something optional here that if you want to add here under TP, because here we have the past, you may write T here and here plus past because we have the past here, okay? The same thing here in this TP, because we have took past, so again, you may write here T, okay? And you add plus past again. If it is present, then write minus past. Don't write plus present, but write minus past. Okay? Yes, please.
Excuse me, teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
In the end of the tree, you have a right V, and under you have a right was stolen, and
Yeah.
you did was 2 times.
Now I see you have the option. Okay, you have the option. Okay, either to write was here plus, okay, past participle, and here you write just steal, okay, or you write here was stolen. Okay, and here just plus past. Okay. However, forget about this because we are going to modify this within X-bar theory. The passive voice will head the sentence. The perfect will head its sentence. Its phrase. Sorry. Okay. We'll have negative phrase, perfective phrase, passive phrase, etc. We'll modify this. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Right now, people think she's stupid, or okay. People think she is nice. Okay, instead of it's the same thing. Okay, the same adjectives. Both of them are adjectives. Okay. Okay, now who can do it? Who can just guide me? Fatiha, Asrir.
And I said, yes, Professor.
Okay, so
So we
what
have
should I do? What should I do here?
start
Yes.
with the TP.
Okay, TP.
Then we have the NP,
Mhm.
N, we'll branch it, N. People,
Okay.
we have people.
Mhm.
Then we
Good.
have the VP,
VP.
we have the V, think. Then we have the CP.
Yes.
Okay, good.
We have the TP, we branch from the CP. TP.
C. Was
Yes.
okay. Okay.
TP. And we can like branch C and we
Okay.
can write nothing.
Yes, we can write empty category here.
Empty.
We
have the
have people think that we have that here, but it's not nice.
Yes, Professor.
Okay. So again, continue.
In NP, we have the NP. The
NP.
N, she.
Okay. She.
We have the VP.
Okay. People think. We have the VP.
We have the V, which is is. And then we have the adjective phrase.
Adjective phrase.
Adjective, stupid.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, yes. How many people branch this sentence correctly? I mean, in this way, raise your hand to see whether how many people have understood this. Okay, at least
Professor, I have a
20.
question.
Yes, yes. Go ahead.
If we have a CP but the complementizer is hidden, can we not branch it?
Yes.
Yes, it's possible. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Professor.
Yes. Just the C. Okay. Just the C. This one you may delete it. Okay. This one and you keep only the others. Okay. Option. Okay. The following sentence is the car of John in the street. The car of John in the street. So who can guide me, branch it? Nadia, Nadia Jazi. Yeah, Nadia.
Yes, teacher. We have TP.
Okay. What is? Say the sentence again, please.
The car of John is.
No, in the street.
There is
in the
no
street.
Should make in the street. Yes, yes. So what should I write? What?
TP.
This is not a sentence.
Yes. We have a noun phrase.
Noun phrase. Go ahead.
We have under noun phrase.
No. Somebody else? Okay, Qasim, Mr. Qasim. Qasim, Kaisha. Haytham.
So, sir, we have the determiner, the,
Mm-hmm.
and the noun, the car,
Mm-hmm.
and we have a prepositional phrase.
Mm-hmm.
Of is the preposition, and the noun phrase contains the noun, which is John.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And we have another prepositional phrase.
From
the noun phrase. No, the mother.
The mother,
Yes.
the top.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Top note. Okay. So here another
The phrase.
And we have
the prepositional in, and the noun phrase. It contains the determiner, which is the, and the noun which read.
Okay. How many people branch it this way? Raise your hands. Okay, great. Great.
Professor?
Yes?
It will be correct if we branch it from the noun phrase and not the top.
The car of John in the streets. It could be because this is ambiguous. Okay, because we don't know who or which is in the street. Is it the car or John? The car of John in the street. Who is in the street? Oh, normally this is ambiguous. Okay, so it's ambiguous. It could be also John, the car of John in the street. Okay, so we may draw another tree. Okay, to show that the last PP is derived from the NP John. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I found him in the house of his family near the sea. So here we have ambiguity. Pay attention, please. So the sentence, what is the sentence? I found him
in the house.
Okay, one minute, please. I found him in
the house.
In the house
of
his family.
Near the sea.
Near the sea. So this sentence is ambiguous. Okay, what is the first meaning? Who can explain ambiguity? Mr. Muhsin? Abnur?
The ambiguity about this phrase is he near the sea, or is the house of his family near the sea?
Yes, so near the sea. Which is near the sea? Is it the house of the family? Okay, is it the house of the family? Okay, is it the house of the family or found for the verb? Okay, so we have two interpretations. So you will have something similar to this in the exam. Okay, or found. Okay, or found. So what does it refer to? So we have to draw two trees. Okay, and you should say it in the exam. So you should say that the preposition phrase in the sea has two interpretations. Maybe the first interpretation is that the house of his family, which is located near the sea. The second interpretation is he found near the sea, but we don't know whether the house of his family is near the sea or somewhere else. Okay, so this is the first interpretation. The house of family, his family, near the sea. Okay. What is the cursor again? One of the shortcomings of online teaching syntax in particular. Okay, yes. So the first meaning, first interpretation, near the sea. Okay, near the sea modifies the the house of his family. Okay, which means that it is the house that is located there. So we have to draw it. Who can do that? Who can guide me? Safa, maybe? Yeah?
So we have for TP.
So this is a sentence, so we have TP. What do we have in the TP?
MP and VP.
Okay, the NP is
I, the noun I. And the VP we have noun phrase. We have verb found. And then noun phrase. Noun him.
Again.
And then we have the preposition phrase. We branch it with verb phrase.
Yes, found him in. So found in. So not from the NP, but from the VP. Preposition phrase.
We have the preposition in. And then a noun phrase.
Okay.
Determiner. We have determiner the. Noun house. And preposition phrase we branch from noun phrase because it modifies the house.
Because it modifies the house. So the preposition phrase of his family must be branched from this NP. Because it modifies the house. It completes the meaning of the house, of his family. Pay attention to the modification. Okay, so here we have preposition of and
noun phrase. Determiner.
Determiner is and noun family. Now, what about the ambiguity, the preposition? What is the first? Here we said the first meaning modifies the house of his family. So what is the node? What is the node that includes the house of his family? Which one?
We branch it with noun phrase.
Family.
Noun phrase.
From this one, okay?
Yes.
Because this is the node, this is the mother that includes the house of his family. So here we write, what should we write?
Preposition phrase.
Preposition phrase. We have preposition near.
And then noun phrase.
Noun phrase. We have determiner.
The. And noun phrase. Noun. C.
Okay, good. Is it clear? Shall I erase it? Then the second, we move to the second meaning, the second interpretation. Okay. Okay, the second interpretation. Now, who can do it? Please raise your hands again. I found He found him in the house of his family. Okay. So he found him in the house of his family, near the sea. Yes, please. Somebody else now can do the second interpretation to guide me. Yes. Somebody else. Let me. Muhsin Mustafa. Salma Shbiki.
So,
Yes, here. Okay. Yes, here. So we have
okay.
the
We usually just go the same path as before, except in this one.
I wanted to repeat it, okay, for the others to understand. Okay, so TP. Let's do it again.
Understood.
Yeah?
Understood, sir. So we start
Okay.
with the subject MP, I.
I.
Then we move to the VP and start with the verb found. Then to the NE and start with the object him.
Okay, so we have noun him.
Then we branch and we branch the NP to the preposition that modifies
In the
him.
house. In the house.
Yes.
To be branched from. What does it modify?
From the verb, the VP.
From the VP here. Okay, because in the house he found in the house. Okay, so it modifies the verb. Okay, the verb in. Sorry, preposition in. Then we have the
And
NP.
the house.
Determiner. Okay, noun, house. Of his family.
Family.
So again, it refers
Yes.
to this one. Preposition phrase.
Preposition of. Then the NP determiner his. And the noun family.
Family.
Now in the first option we branch the preposition from the same from this exact NP, but now we
in the first interpretation we branch it from this position. We said it's the house of his family, which is near the sea. But now we are going to branch it
from the exact from the first VP.
From this VP he found
Yes.
near the sea. Okay. He found near the sea. Okay. So preposition phrase.
Near.
Preposition near.
NP.
NP.
Determiner the.
Okay.
And the noun see.
Now who branched the two possible interpretations in these two trees correctly? Don't lie to me, okay? Be honest, please. Just to see.
No, I think just about one.
Okay, great. Okay, now we move to the following.
Professor.
Yes.
Can near the sea like modify just his family, like his family are the one who were like near the sea.
Yeah, another possible interpretation. Another possible interpretation. here we have three ambiguities, okay? So in the exam, I may give you 2 or 3 or 4 ambiguous, okay? Another possible interpretation is that only his family, where is the cursor again? Yeah, only his family. So we should have another tree from this one. Only his family, okay? So the preposition should be branched from here, from this position. Only his family. So in the exam, pay attention, okay? You may have 2, you may have 3, etc. So his family near the sea, or maybe the house of his family near the sea, or maybe he found near the sea. Okay, so 3 interpretations. Okay, good. Very old men and women. Okay, very old men and women.
Professor.
Who is speaking? Who is speaking? Me. Who is me?
Sorry.
Because I cannot see. Yes, Mr. Nordin.
Yes, I just want to mention that this sentence contains ambiguity as well.
Yes, it's not a sentence, Mr. Nordin. It's
Yeah,
a phrase. It's ambiguous.
phrase,
How?
yes.
Yalla, do it. Yalla, guide me to do it.
Okay. Could you please write it down?
Okay. What is it? Old. Old.
Very old men and women.
Very or just
Very
old?
old men and women. Yeah.
Very old.
Very old men.
Very old man.
Okay, Mr. Nordin. Yalla, go ahead.
Okay.
So what is the ambiguity here?
Yeah, there is an ambiguity. So it could be very old man and very old woman. And the other interpretation could be very old men and women in general.
Yes, so very old maybe only men who are very old because it's closer, or maybe both of them. Okay, both of them. Okay, maybe both of them.
Yes.
Okay, so this noun phrase is ambiguous. Now, give me the first interpretation, Mr.
Okay, noun phrase.
Okay, noun phrase.
Noun.
Noun. I'm going to follow you.
Yeah.
I know.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
I know it's not correct, but okay. Let me see where you are driving, Major.
Adjective.
No. Here, where? Here?
Yeah.
Adjective.
No, it's not there.
Okay.
Noun
Here.
and adjective.
Noun. This phrase does not begin with a noun. You have to
Determiner.
respect the word. What is the determiner?
Adverb.
So you said very,
Adverb
very,
phrase.
very. Okay.
It starts with
adverb. I thought it's very. Okay, sorry.
Okay. In P again.
Very. So very is an adverb. And after it's an adjective.
And then?
And noun.
No. Somebody else, please. Somebody else.
Sir, can I answer?
Okay.
Sir?
Mr. Samir. Mr. Samir, yes.
Okay. We have here a noun phrase. Then branch it to another noun phrase. Another conjunction.
Okay, very good. So this is the rule that we are looking for.
Yeah.
When we have
Noun phrase. We have two noun phrases conjuncted.
Noun phrase. Although we should write just noun, because here the conjunction is only between 2 words. But forget about that. Okay,
We have two noun phrases.
Yeah, please. This is the rule. When you have conjunction between 2 noun phrases, it must be NP conjunction NP. If
Professor,
between
but
2
these
verb phrases,
Only lexical words.
Yeah, this is
Not
what I said. This is what I said. So we cannot start with the noun. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, this is not correct for the time being. We will come back to the point of lexical categories in SMART theory. But for the time being, follow this rule. Okay. In P, conjunction, okay, VP, conjunction, etc. Now, okay, yes, Mr. Samir, go ahead. So what should we do again?
Okay. We start with the first noun phrase.
The first noun
We
phrase
have
is
noun phrase, we have adjective phrase and noun.
Which interpretation are you discussing?
The
Very old
interpretation
modifies only men or modifies
very
men and women?
so the interpretation we have here very modify old and old verify man. Modify man.
But both of them very old. Don't say old alone. Very old modifies men. Okay.
Yeah,
So what should I
very
write?
old modify man.
Okay. This is the first interpretation.
So we have adjective phrase. Adjective phrase. We have adverb phrase and adjective. Adverb phrase, adverb, very.
Okay, good.
And adjective, we have old.
Very good. And here, what do we have here?
And here we have noun.
Noun. Okay, man.
Man. Yeah.
And second NP?
Second NP, we have just noun, woman.
Very good. Okay. So this is the interpretation. It means that very old modifies only men because it is branched from the same tree, from the same node. Okay.
Professor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I draw the second interpretation?
Okay, Mr. Nordin, you did a tree before, I guess, yeah?
Yes.
So let us give the chance to others.
No, but I did it wrongly. That's why I just want to correct it.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Nordin, go ahead. What is the second interpretation?
Thank you. So we have noun phrase,
noun phrase,
adjective phrase.
Let's start with the rule first. The rule.
Noun phrase, noun.
NP, conjunction. Yes. Okay, NP. Conjunction is end. Okay. Here adjective. We have noun man. Here we have noun women. Now tell me about the ambiguity. This is, we apply the rule. Then let's talk about very old. Yes. Where should we branch it?
Now, I'm talking about the second interpretation.
Yes. Yes.
Second interpretation, where the very old modifies men and women.
So where should we branch it?
So adjective phrase, started by adjective phrase.
Where? From which node? From the from the top NP, from this in, from the conjunction, from the NP. Which node?
We have two parts, I said.
Now the adjective phrase. Where should I branch it? From
Alone.
This NP?
Yeah, from the first.
From this NP?
From the first one.
This, from the first one.
Yes.
Like this?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Adjective phrase. Then we have adverb phrase. Adverb. Very. Then we have here
and adjective. Old.
Okay. Is this what you mean?
No, but this is not the way we should.
So how should we do it? How should we do it?
Okay, noun phrase.
Yeah, we
adjective
have it
phrase. Adjective phrase. Adjective very, and adjective old, and we should draw men and women with the coordination conjunction and.
How? So here we have the NP, adjective phrase, adjective old, And here we have adverb phrase, adverb very. So what should we do now?
We should branch noun phrase.
Another noun phrase, or from
Yeah.
this noun phrase?
From this noun phrase, yes.
Like this?
Yes. Noun phrase.
A noun phrase
Yes.
like this?
Yes. Or noun phrase, noun, man, or coordination, conjunction, and.
Man. Conjunction.
And noun phrase, noun, woman.
Okay.
In this case.
1 minute.
Okay.
Here, noun, you said noun or noun phrase?
Yeah, noun phrase.
Why? So you are saying here, Mr. Nordin, you are saying that this is the head of this one. Okay, you are saying that this is the head of this one, and this is the head of this one. How do you know that men and women, this is the head? How do you know? Because here you said noun phrase. Okay. Because you said this is noun and this is noun phrase, which means that this is the head of this phrase. And here, this is the head of this phrase. Okay.
Noun phrase. We have both noun phrase.
Yes, so this is what you should have said, okay? So here noun phrase.
Yes.
Then noun.
Thank you.
Okay. Then noun. Okay. Now, yeah, fine. Yeah, correct. So this adjective phrase, okay, modifies men and women.
Both of them.
Okay?
Yes.
Both of them. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of them. This is the second interpretation. Second interpretation. But this one, okay, means that it modifies this one. It means it modifies man, it modifies end, and it modifies NP alone. Okay, individually. But here it is sister to their mother. Okay, in the second tree, it is sister to their mother, which means it modifies the whole thing as a unit.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Clear? Shall we move to? Okay, the other tree. A pretty tall lady.
May I,
You can do it.
Professor, may I do it?
Who is speaking? Yasin? Yeah, for the first time. Mr. Yasin, yes. A pretty tall lady. I was going to give it to you in the exam. Okay, but where's the cursor again? Yes, a pretty
tall lady.
Okay. Tall lady. Yes, Mr. Yasin. This is ambiguous, huh? Mind you, this is ambiguous.
Yes, sir.
So, what is the first meaning?
We start with an NP.
NP.
We branch a determiner. A.
Okay.
And then an adjective phrase.
Adjective phrase.
Branch an adverb phrase.
Adverb phrase.
Adverb, pretty. We branch an adjective. Tall. Finally, a noun, lady.
Okay. From the
From
NP
the NP, yeah, from the NP.
Lady. This is, Mr. Yasin, only the first interpretation. What does it mean? Can you paraphrase the meaning of this phrase, please? It means that the lady is pretty tall, is quite.
Pretty tall. As in very tall.
Yeah, as an adverb, pretty tall. Pretty. Quite tall. It's not, the lady is not very tall, quite pretty tall. But there is another meaning of the word There is another meaning of the word pretty.
As
It
an
means,
adjective.
as an adjective, it means beautiful. So this noun phrase is ambiguous because pretty can refer to tall. It's an adverb. It means quite tall, not very tall, but quite tall. But it can be an adjective meaning, okay, a beautiful. The lady is tall and beautiful. Okay, so let's again draw it. Who can do it, please? Iman
Professor?
Farhi?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
So
can
we
you
have,
do it, please?
yes, an
Go
A.
ahead. Okay, yep, an NP here. From
We
the
branch it
NP,
to, yes, a D,
determiner, then
an adjective phrase.
adjective phrase,
We branch it to adjective, two adjectives.
adjective, pretty, then
Another adjective,
another adjective phrase,
yes, an
okay,
adjective,
adjective,
tall,
tall,
and then a noun phrase, a noun,
noun. Like,
yes, lady.
so here, tall modifies lady, and the pretty modifies, okay, modifies lady too. So they are not related. The lady is tall and beautiful. But in the first interpretation, pretty modifies only tall, okay? So who did it correctly? Maybe no one of you, I guess.
I did the first one correctly, sir. And
Yeah, the first
second
one. Many of you will do the first one. Many of you. But I'm
The
talking
second
about
one.
both of them.
The second one.
Okay?
No.
I didn't think that it's ambiguous. I just did it like natural one.
Okay.
I didn't think that we must do all the cases the ambiguity. That's why.
Okay, but in the exam you will have something similar. Okay? So
So we
pay
must
attention
read
to,
all the.
yes, all the possible interpretations. Now they judged him without qualification. Okay, who can do it? Again, this is ambiguous. Okay? So they, okay, judged him without qualification. Okay? Yes, please, who can do it?
Professor?
Yes. Khadija, okay? Explain
We have
ambiguity first. Explain ambiguity.
they judged him without qualification. Maybe the without qualification will be linked to judged in the first case.
So they judged him. They judged without qualification. Okay, remember what I said
Yes.
last time. Ambiguity is usually in lies in an
Adjunct.
adjunct. Okay.
Yes.
Adjunct.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So the first interpretation is
We have a TP.
the first interpretation modifies found. In the
Yes.
second interpretation, it modifies him. He
Yeah, exactly.
has no qualification. So this is number one, and this is number two. Okay, number one.
We have a TP.
So this is a sentence TP. Yes,
Then we have
here.
a noun phrase.
Okay, noun phrase.
Noun day.
Then
We have a verb phrase in the other way. Yeah. A
then we
verb,
have a verb.
judged. A noun phrase.
Okay, noun phrase.
Noun him. And the prepositional phrase is linked to the verb phrase.
Okay, preposition phrase. We have.
Yes, we have the preposition without, noun phrase, noun, qualification.
Yes. Okay,
This is the
qualification.
first interpretation. Yeah.
The second interpretation, okay, TP, etc. And
It would be the same, but the preposition phrase would be linked with the noun phrase him.
Yes. From this one, the PP. Okay, without. Okay, so the preposition from, okay, qualification. Okay, so this is the second interpretation. The PP from the NP him. From the NP him. Okay. I gave her some flowers yesterday. I gave her some flowers yesterday. I gave her some flowers yesterday. Who can do it? I gave her
Professor?
some flowers yesterday. Okay.
And I?
So we need a new
And I, sir?
Professor?
people, those who didn't participate. Okay, Mr. Smail.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes.
So we have the TP.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay. Okay, we have the TP.
Under the TP, we have the MP.
We have the noun.
The noun I. And under the TP, we have the VP. Under the VP, we have the verb gave.
Okay.
Under the VP, we have the NP, noun her.
NP, noun her.
And also we branch the NP from the VP.
Okay.
We have the determiner some. And we have the noun flowers. And we branch the adverb phrase from the VP.
Yes, so the adverb phrase always modifies the verb phrase. So from here, adverb phrase, verb today. Okay, right. Shall we move on? Yeah.
Yes, Professor.
The other sentence is she's speaking and driving at the same time. Okay. Okay. She's speaking and driving at the same time. Yes, please. So who can do it? Who can do it? Fatiha?
Professor.
Okay.
Yes, Professor. We have the TP.
Okay. The TP.
We have the NP first. The N. She. We have the T. Tense. First is. The verb to be is.
Okay. Let's branch it here. T is or verb to be.
You have the VP.
Here we have conjunction. So what is the rule of the conjunction?
Yes, Professor. We have the VP and then we have the V. Speaking.
No, we remember the rule of the conjunction.
Yes, Professor. We have the VP speaking.
VP,
yes.
Conjunction.
And then we have other VP, which is driving.
Okay, so here we have the verb. Okay, speak. You can write here plus be plus ing. Okay, here.
Yes.
And you can write just the infinitive, or speak in here and drive in here. So and the verb drive.
And then we have a prepositional phrase branch from the VP.
Okay, yes, the preposition phrase from this VP, speak and drive at the same time. So it's better to have another okay, another VP, because it modifies both of them at the same time. Okay. Okay, so another VP from which, because at the same time modifies this one, both of them. Okay, so the preposition at, and then the in P. Okay.
Yes, the determiner.
At the same time, so same is an adjective phrase. Okay. Determiner, yes, determiner. The
Adjective phrase, adjective same, and then the noun.
phrase, yes, adjective, same, then noun, time. Okay, yes. Who did it in this way? Who did it correctly? Okay, fine. Now let's move on. The wife and the husband are not happy. Okay.
Professor, can I have a question?
Yes. Yes.
Please, is it correct to branch the PP to the TP at the same time? Can we branch it to the TP?
No, from the TP you should have only, remember the rule of the TP. From the TP we can have only the noun phrase and the verb phrase, and sometimes T for tense. Okay, but you can never have an adjunct branch from the TP. Never.
Okay, clear, Professor. Thank you.
Okay, so who can do this one, please?
Professor?
Yes, Sliman. Yes.
We have here TP.
Okay. One minute. Okay, TP.
And we have a noun P.
NP.
NP, yeah, sorry. Yeah, this mistake.
Determiner. And
the no, we have two noun phrase.
yes,
we have to branch the noun P into noun phrase. Yeah, we have a conjunction.
So here we have conjunction, okay? We have conjunction.
Yeah,
so we should follow the rule of the noun. So in P,
conjunction and in P.
And in P. So in
each noun phrase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Determiner.
There
Each
is
noun phrase has determiner.
Yes. And we have a noun phrase, verb phrase, branched from the TP.
Okay, and we have so here for negation, you may add T negative. Okay. Okay. We'll talk about this. We'll talk about this later on. We are going
We
to
have-
modify this in the chapter of X-bar theory.
Yes, Professor. Put the negation in the T and R in the VP.
Yes, because it's an auxiliary.
Okay, Professor. Thank you.
Negation.
We
R,
talk about it.
and R here is the basic, is the main verb. Not is considered as an auxiliary. We said in the T, you should have negation, not. You should have the modals. You should have auxiliaries. Okay, and you may have tenses, for example, plus past, etc. However, we will modify this. Okay, so here we have adjective phrase. Adjective. Okay. Right. Now, use the bracketed diagrams for the following sentences. We use only the first one because the second one, it's difficult to do it using this virtual marker here. So, what is the sentence, please?
If you accept me, if you accept it, call me.
If you accept it,
Call me.
Professor, can I draw it?
yes, okay. Uh-huh.
Professor?
Yes, Mr. Omar. But let's start with the lexical categories, okay? So what is if? What is the lexical category if?
Is
Complementizer.
Complementizer.
Complementizer, Mr. Omar. Yes, start with the lexical categories. You is?
You is noun.
Noun. We start with lexical categories. Noun, adjective,
Okay,
adverb,
okay.
etc. And this one is verb.
Verb.
It is
Noun.
Noun.
And call is
Verb.
verb.
And finally, we have a noun.
Okay. Right. Now we start with the sentence, Mr. Omar. Okay, the sentence again. So
open the bracket.
Okay.
TP.
TP, and we should close it here. Okay.
Okay. CP.
Wait.
Professor, because I draw it correct directly.
Okay. No problem. Yeah. Then we move to the phrases, the NP, the subjects, and the objects. Okay. That is the cursor again. It's really hard. That's why we're not going to do the second, the bracket diagram for the second sentence. Yes, please. Then we have the subject, the NP. Okay. So the subject is not an NP, is a CP, complementizer. If you accept it, okay, this is the subject, okay? If you accept it, then we have the VP, which is call me, okay? This is the VP, call me, okay? Yes, Mr. Omar. Then we move to the CP. What do we have within CP?
We have C, complementizer F.
So we have CP, we have CF here, and
we close the bracket.
Yeah, we already did it. We have it here. We have CP, we have
We
C
have-
here,
We
and
have TP.
we have TP here. Okay, yes. Wait. We have TP here. We have to close it here. This is for the TP.
Yes.
So
We have NP.
we have the NPU. Okay.
And
we have
and
to
the-
enclose it.
Yes, and the VP accept.
And the VP, okay, accept it, not only accept. Okay. The VP is accepted here. Okay. And then within the VP we have the verb accept and
it.
NP.
And
No,
the
NP.
NP.
Me.
And the NP. So within the VP we have the verb, lexical category, and we have the NP, and within the NP we have the noun. Okay. Now let's move to the VP.
We close it. Vehicle.
We have the VP, we have the verb call, and
the NP.
We have the NP here.
Non-phrase.
That's the end, okay?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, so the second one is too long, so it's difficult to draw it. It's difficult to draw. He said that he took that, okay, the book that was stolen. Okay, we need more space and we need a whiteboard. Okay, so we move on to the second one. They sentenced him to, okay, not 4. They sentenced him to death. Okay, so does him to form a constituent? Justify your answer. Yes, please.
Professor?
Sir?
Hajar?
Yes, sir. It's constituent. There is 2 ways, 2 tests. The first
What are they?
we can put the question who sentenced him for death. And the second, he was sentenced the passive form.
Can we use him to in the passive form? Now focus on the underlined. Focus only on the underlined group of words. Him to. Can we use it in the passive voice? Him to.
No. No, we cannot.
No.
No, no, Professor.
No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your answer is not correct. Somebody else?
Professor?
Khadija?
Professor? No, him too is not a constituent. We cannot replace it by another one constituent, and we cannot put it in the passive.
And you have to give an example. For example, you should say, well, using one replacement test, it seems that we cannot replace this group of words with one word. For example, we cannot say they sentenced her death. Her death. So it's incorrect. Another test would be the passive voice, would be cleft in. For example, we cannot say, or proposing, we cannot say it was him to that they sentenced death. Okay, so according to cleft in, proposing, okay, so this does not form a constituent. This is how you should answer in the exam. Okay, now the second one, very lovely.
Professor?
Does it form a constituent?
Professor?
I don't know who is speaking. Maybe Omar, maybe somebody else.
Can I answer?
Okay, go ahead. Yes.
A very lovely place. We can ask the question how the place is to find
And
the
we can-
constituent. Very
So
lovely.
so what is this test called? Okay, what
The
is the name?
replacement test.
Professor?
Standalone test. Standalone test. Okay. Because very lovely can stand alone as an answer to this question that you asked.
The replacement is in the other way. A place which is very lovely. It is the replacement test. A place which is very lovely.
Okay, yes.
So
So it forms a constituent.
Yes.
Okay, yes. So maybe one test may not work. For example, it was very lovely, a place, etc. So clefting, proposing may not work. Okay, but try replacement, try standalone, etc. And indeed, it's a constituent because it's the adjective phrase. Okay, now let's draw this sentence, the tree structure for this hypothetical language. Okay, we have to follow this order. Okay, so who can do it, please? Change stock faster. He speaks languages 5.
Can I say it?
Safa, yes.
Yes, Professor. So we start with TP and then we draw MP N, which
Okay.
is chain.
Wait. Okay, so the TP.
And then MP.
NP.
And VP. And VP.
Okay. So the NP is
chain.
Chain.
Stock verb is verb stock.
The verb phrase, we have the verb which is stock. The verb is stock.
And then we have noun phrase. And we have noun, which is postos, and determiner, which is li.
Wait. So here we have the verb phrase. So here we have the noun phrase. Okay. What do we have after the verb phrase with stock?
We have noun phrase noun.
Okay, we have noun phrase. We have noun.
And then determiner.
And then determiner. So you see, in this language, the determiner comes after the noun. Noun is pastos. Okay. Okay. Yes. Who can do the second one? Second, this one again.
Mister, the second one is like free structure, like it is ambiguous.
The second one? The second one, you can't do it, okay? So we're not going to branch it because we need to cover theory because we need the movement, okay? So I shouldn't have given you a sentence like this one. Forget about it, okay? Because, so if you start with, let's try. So if you start with TP, okay? TP, here we have the VP. The verb is
Dog.
Gog. Okay, Gog. Gog. And here we have the NP noun.
Determiner.
They, which is spell.
Spell.
So where should we branch then the NP from? Here? No. Now we'll see about theory. We'll see this problem. There are languages that start with verb subjects. For example, Irish. So the claim is this, and this is what we are going to see in the movements, the head-to-head movements. So the claim is that it should be, we should branch deep structure. So normally the deep structure is in P then VP, etc. You have to move, okay, to get the structure, the verb as at the beginning, okay? We'll chapter in the head move, okay? Any question? Any question? Or we stop here?
Clear, Professor. Clear, Professor. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Prof.
Okay.